first time in Europe, first time in Italy. Having a fun time so far. I'm like 2 hours here in Trieste, and I'm really loving it. Thanks so much. Well, if you ask me, well, what can I say? As the time has gone through, far beyond far beyond, and you know in my eyes as I've gave my time goes, as I feel my heart roll, as I've gave mine. That's a really good question. Fact is that I wrote this little piece like 2 years ago, and I've been playing it like in my room for like a really long time. And so far, I think the title can be Again and Again, but just so far. Of course, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna play it today, just exclusive, because the record that I put out and the one that Piero listened was released like right now. It's like 3 years ago, but it was recorded like 5 or 6 years ago. Exactly, Madre Mountain of Love and Purity. Yes, and but I've been doing so much music since then that I easily, like yesterday I was checking my phone the amounts of recording that I had, and it went up to 800. It was like crazy because I don't know if I can really like deal with so much music, but so far I've been playing really like just new stuff. Maybe like 1 or 2 tracks from the record, but mostly just new songs. So yeah, it's an exclusive just for you and you. Yeah, mostly for that record, what I was trying to achieve somehow was really, at that time I was doing I was in bands, but they were more like heavy rock bands, really like close to doom, stoner, drum music, really heavy, really loud, really slow. No, I was just mostly a guitarist and occasionally a bass player. But I think deep inside me, I was getting tired of all that, really, because I mean, it is awesome. I love it, but like, at some point I got sick because I was like in 5 bands at the same time, and all playing like pretty much the same. So I was like, all right, I cannot deal with this anymore, and I decided to make like more acoustic based music, which I've always loved, but at that time I couldn't find the time to get deep into it, and so I started like at the same time practicing a little bit more in recording my own music, and I developed some skills, some really amateur skills, to be honest, as a sound engineer. And I started recording it myself, producing it myself, and most of that record is really just me doing all the instruments, all the recordings, all the mastering, mixing, all that. So that gave me time to think the songs, not only like just play them and compose it, but also think how I want the record to sound like. And one of the things that I got really interested back at the time was field recordings. I will listen like hours just of crickets, you know, just of water and stuff like that. And I wanted to use that within the recordings. And I feel that at some point there was like this sort of feedback between the rivers and the birds and the music, you know, because it's like, it feels like one more instrument, you know, it feels like there's an ambience going on, not just songs, it's more like a complete experience. And I think that's what I was achieving, you know, I was trying to look for a whole experience. And I think that somehow that the river and the birds and all that give you that sense. I hope so, at least. 7 years ago, maybe 8 even, I met this guy from the Netherlands because we were like close to this drum music. At the time I was really into ritual music. I like Tibetan stuff, and we get in touch through internet. I don't know, I can't remember right now how we managed to get in touch, but we get in touch, and both of us at the time were interested in recording and stuff, and like trying some new things, new sounds, still based on heavy rock. And we started like sending us tracks we were recording. I will do some guitar, he'll do some bass, I'll do some drums, maybe he'll do some flutes and stuff like that. And really around that time I discovered a band from Brazil called Necronomicon. and they released like back then it was just an EP, but it was beautiful. I really loved it, and I got in touch with the guy who was called Pedro Iboraujo, and I told him, "Hey man, I'm doing this thing with this guy from the Netherlands. Maybe we could get like do something together." And he was like, "Oh yeah, sure," and we grew to a three-piece band. And then the guy from the Netherlands talked with his friend who was in his same band, and we became a four-piece. And then all through internet, all through internet. And no, that's the thing. Wait, I told you a little story. And the thing is that at the time, most of us will love a band called like Queen Elephantine from the US. And we get in touch with the singer, who turns out he was from India. And we invited him to be part of the band, and he was like, "Oh yeah, sure, let's do it." So it grew to I lost the count. Well, and then a friend from Greece got in touch with us, and like the whole thing grew as 7-piece. It's like it is a band from Brazil, Peru, Greece, India, US, and Netherlands. Exactly. Yeah, I'm actually. Yeah. And we're going to Belgium, we're going to be in Ghent, in Brussels. Then we're going to Karlsruhe, that's in Germany. Then to Dresden and Berlin. Then to Prague. Then Austria. Then we're doing after Austria, Slovenia, Ljubljana. And then after Ljubljana, we're doing Nuremberg. And something in Wiesbaden, so far.